We continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, we are reading from Adi-Lila, chapter 4, text 50. Ateva se bhava angi kara kari sadhi lena nija vancha gauranga Sri Hari. Therefore, Lord Gauranga, who is Sri Hari himself, accepted the sentiments of Radha and thus fulfilled his own desires. So we are hearing here the mood of Sri Krishna, his mood, his feelings, why he came as Lord Chaitanya. He wanted to feel what Srimati Radharani is feeling. What's her love? What's the glory of her love? What's the sweetness of her love for him? What does she, what qualities in him attracts her? He wanted to feel what she's feeling. So of the 4 kinds of reciprocation of loving service, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya, Madhurya is considered the fullest, but the conjugal relationship is further divided into 2 varieties, namely Swakiya and Parakiya. So we have been saying, did we do that? No. Okay. So we have been hearing that Golok, the loving relationship, reciprocation. Reciprocation is from servitude, dasya, then friendship, then vatsalya, parenthood as a parent, madhurya as a lover. So having a relationship with Krishna in the mood of a servant, in the mood of a friend, in the mood of a parent, and in the mood of a lover, madhurya is the fullest. So in Golok Vrindavan, all these dasya, sakhya, vatsalya, they are all touched by madhurya, sweetness. The sweetness is there in all these sakhya, vatsalya, and dasya. And but also the mood of service to Krishna is always there in all of them. So madhurya is the highest. So the mood of service in the madhurya is the fullest. What is this? The service? Service is a symptom of love. I want to please Krishna. So that the desire to please Krishna is so much. Why? Because of the love for Krishna is so much. The loving reciprocation between the living entity and Krishna. So madhurya, the conjugal relationship, there is Swakiya and Parakiya. Swakiya is the relationship with Krishna as formally married husband. So when Krishna is married and they are his wives, like in Dwarka, we have Rukmani Devi, we have Satyabhama, Jambavati, so many. He has so many wives. So that relationship of the lover and the beloved in a married situation, that's Swakiya. And Parakiya is a relationship with Krishna as a paramour. Paramour means not married. Krishna and the gopis, for example, they are not married, but they're in that mood of relationship as paramour. Expert analysts have decided that the transcendental ecstasy of the Parakiya mellow is better because it is more enthusiastic. So Parakiya is better because there is more emotions involved. Oh, I'm not allowed to meet my lover. I have to make arrangements of how to meet. And then so the other gopis get involved, how to let Radha and Krishna meet. So there's so much more excitement going on. Because if it's husband and wife, well, nobody's going to stop you. You can meet whenever you want and speak whenever you want. But Parakiya, oh, you're not supposed to meet a boy and a girl not married meeting. And then how all the gopis and the gopas are trying to arrange this meeting. So it becomes, there's so much enthusiasm there, Oh, Radharani has reached here. Oh, Krishna has reached here. Oh, let them meet like that. So much arrangements is going on. And this transcendental ecstasy is better. Now we have to understand we cannot, the spiritual world is the reality and the material world is a perverted reflection. So the love that is there in the spiritual world is become perverted into lust here in the material world. Parakiya is the highest in the spiritual world, but it's the lowest in the material world. So we cannot try to understand these pastimes with our material lusty understanding. We have to accept them that these are on the transcendental platform, not with our minds which are full of lust. We can't do these things in this material world. We can't do this because we are on the platform of the body. So this phase of conjugal love is found in those who have surrendered to the Lord in intense love, knowing well that such illicit love with a paramour is not morally approved in society. The risks involved in such love of Godhead make this emotion superior to the relationship in which such risk is not involved. We can see when Krishna played the flute in this autumn full moon night, the Sharad Purnima, he played the flute, and all the gopis, the younger gopis who were in this mood of conjugal love, they left what they were doing. They left their husbands, they left their parents, they left their children. It's not easy for a woman to do that. Not easy that, oh, my husband is here and I'm going to go meet my lover. Or my parents are here, how am I going to go meet my lover? Not easy. So the gopis took so much risk to go meet Krishna at the cost of being ostracized by their loved ones, the cost of being ostracized by their society. But they took it because of the intense love of Krishna, not lust. This is love. And that's the reason Krishna tells the gopis, na paraya aham. I can never repay you for this. You have so much love for me. I am indebted to you. I don't know how to repay your love. So the validity of such risk, however, is possible only in the transcendental realm. So these things are not to be imitated. They are not to be imitated by us on this material platform. Swakiya and Parakiya, conjugal love of Godhead, have no existence in the material world. And Parakiya is not exhibited anywhere in Vaikuntha, but only in the portion of Golok Vrindavan known as Vraj. So this relationship is there only in the spiritual world. Only in the spiritual world. And then, but Swakiya is there in Vaikuntha because Lord Narayan and Lakshmi Devi, they are married, they are husband and wife. But this Parakiya, the mood of the paramour, that is only in the spiritual world in Golok Vrindavan. Only in Golok Vrindavan, in Krishna Lok, in the spiritual world. Not here in this material world. So Parakiya is only there because the gopis and Krishna. So some devotees think that Krishna is eternally the enjoyer in Golok Vrindavan, but only sometimes comes to the platform of Vraj to enjoy Parakiya Ras. The 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, however, have explained that Krishna's pastimes in Vraj are eternal, like his other activities in Golok Vrindavan. So some devotees, they think that this Krishna's Parakiya Ras, he came to enjoy only when he came here. Only sometimes he's having this Parakiya Ras. Only when he showed us the pastimes, when he came to this Bhumi Vrindavan, to this earthly Vrindavan when he came 5,000 years ago. But the Goswamis are telling us that no, Krishna's pastimes, as he showed us in Vraj, they are all eternal. They are eternal. These pastimes are happening right now also in Golok Vrindavan, in the spiritual world. Vraj is a confidential part of Golok Vrindavan. So Golok Vrindavan is there, and then Vraj. Vraj is the most confidential part. Krishna exhibited his Vraj pastimes on the surface of this world, and similar pastimes are eternally exhibited in Vraj, in Golok Vrindavan, where Parakiya Ras is ever existent. So just because Krishna came and showed us these pastimes, we think nothing about them. Oh yeah, so well. We are not able to understand that these are Krishna's most confidential pastimes. He does not, Krishna comes just once in the day of Brahma and shows these pastimes. So if we would have come before Lord Krishna came, before 5,000 years ago, we wouldn't have heard about these pastimes. Or if we were coming, say, after another 10,000 years, we won't be able to hear these pastimes. It's our good fortune that we have been given this opportunity to hear these pastimes of Krishna. These are the most confidential pastimes. Most confidential. Not many people know about it. In Satyug, Treta Yuga, they don't know. They can't see Krishna doing these pastimes. So he just came 5,000 years ago. So they also don't know what's happening in Golok Vrindavan, in the spiritual planet of Golok Vrindavan. We can't see that. In Golok Vrindavan, there is a part called Vraj. That is where this loving exchange is happening between Krishna and the gopis. So it's very confidential. So in the third chapter of this epic, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has explicitly accepted the fact that Krishna appears in this material world at the end of Dwapara age of the 28th Chatur Yuga of Vaivasta Manu and brings with him his Vrajdham, which is the eternal abode of his highest pastimes. So it has been, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining to us that Krishna comes at the end of Dwapara Yuga, only once in a day of Brahma. Brahma's one day is how many of our 1,000 of our Chatur Yugas, means Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, and Satyug. 4 yugas multiply by 1,000 times, that is one day of Brahma. So Brahma, according to our human calculation, lives a very, very long life, very, very long life. And Krishna comes once in the 28th millennium of the Vaivasta Manu. That's when he comes, when he brings his Vrajdham down, as he came 5,000 years ago. And he performed his most confidential pastimes. As the Lord appears by his own internal potency, so he also brings all his paraphernalia by the same internal potency without extraneous help. It is further stated here in the Caitanya Caritamrita that the Parakya sentiment exists only in that transcendental realm and nowhere else. So it's only in Vraj that this Parakya ras is there. This highest, only in Vraj between Krishna and his gopis. This highest form of ecstasy can exist only in the most confidential part of the transcendental world. But by the causeless mercy of the Lord, we can have a peep into that invisible Vraj. So it's just somehow by our good fortune, we are able to hear about this, Krishna's pastimes. Because even the great Rishi Munis who were in Satyug, Treta Yuga, they don't know these things about Krishna's pastimes. Krishna is coming only once in the day of Brahma. So how fortunate we are to be able to understand Krishna's confidential pastime in the transcendental world. Means, what is he doing? What is God doing in his house every day? This is what he came to show us. Everyone is wondering who's God, and so here Krishna came. I'm God, and this is what I do. He let us have a peep into his personal life. So that's his mercy on us. We like to know what the famous people are doing, how they're living, what they're doing. That's why they have these reality shows and all that, right? Oh, this famous personality, what they live, how they speak to their family, what relationships do they have, what they're eating, what they wear, what are they feeling. Same here, God is showing us what does he do every day by his Braj pastimes. The transcendental mellow relished by the gopis in Braj is super excellently featured in Srimati Radharani. Mature assimilation of the transcendental humor of conjugal love is represented by Srimati Radharani, whose feelings are incomprehensible even to the Lord himself. So even Krishna cannot understand the love of Srimati Radharani, the love that Srimati Radharani has for Krishna. Even he can't understand it. Incomprehensible to himself. She loves him the most. This conjugal love is perfectly manifested in Srimati Radharani. No one can love Krishna more than Srimati Radharani loves him. No one loves Krishna more than Srimati Radharani loves him. Now we might say, oh, because we have that desire. No, I'm great. I can do it. Why only Srimati Radharani? No, that's not our position. It's between Radha and Krishna. We are just their servants. We assist in their pastimes. We are assisting for them to come together to have their loving relationship. So the intensity of a loving service is the highest form of ecstasy. No one can surpass Srimati Radharani in relishing the qualities of the Lord through his supreme transcendental mellow. Therefore, the Lord himself agreed to assume the position of Radharani in the form of Lord Sri Gauranga. He then relished the highest position of Parakya Ras as exhibited in the transcendental abode of Vraj. So even Krishna does not know how intense is her love for him. How much ecstasy she's feeling by loving him. How she's relishing Krishna's wonderful qualities. Krishna has wonderful, amazing qualities. Amazing, he's very sweet, he's very wonderful. And these qualities are relished by Srimati Radharani. Krishna's qualities are an impetus to revive, to bring out the love in the living entities. We will be hearing about them in Nectar of Devotion. How Krishna's loving, these wonderful qualities that Krishna has that makes the living entities love him. And so these qualities of Krishna are relished, tasted to the maximum by Srimati Radharani. That's the reason Krishna came. He wanted to feel what she's feeling. What is she tasting? That's why he came as Lord Chaitanya, Lord Sri Gauranga. And he then relished the highest position of Parakya Ras as exhibited in the transcendental abode of Raj. He was feeling that loving mood of Radharani for Krishna. Any comments or questions?
As you're mentioning the love of Radharani, she loved Krishna so much that I remember listening to one of the stories that she didn't even open her eyes.
Yes.
The first thing, like when she came on this Dharatal, the first thing that she wanted to see was only Krishna and nobody else. So her love is, we can't even know about it. I think that is so deep.
Yes, so true. Thank you. Yes. And to show us this, Krishna, 5,000 years ago, Krishna is showing us these loving pastimes. 5,000 years ago. Yeah. Her love for Krishna is very deep.
Very deep.
Yes. Very deep. Radha, the minute she hears Krishna, the minute she hears Krishna, she's already running to see, oh, how I can please Krishna. How I can please Krishna. That's her whole mood. How can I please Krishna? She loves him so much. Yes,
wow.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing up that. Yeah, so
beautiful.
Even Krishna cannot understand. So who are we? How will we be able to feel what she's feeling? So he came as Lord Chaitanya to feel what is the love she's feeling. And what is Radharani always wanting? What is Radharani? We approach Radharani, then she says, yes, here, my dear Krishna, here is this and so devotee. They are much better than me. Please accept them in your service. Radharani, humble. She's not that, oh, I'm the best servant of Krishna. I know how to please Krishna. I know what makes him tick. I know how to manipulate him. No. What is she doing if anyone approaches her? My dear Krishna, here is your devotee. Please accept them. They know they have more love for you than me. They know how to please you more than me. That is her humility.
Just one question out of curiosity, that we are talking here about the two rasas, the Parakya ras. So is it that they are trying to tell us the tattva here? Like, what is the importance of it? Like, it is that we should be aware and we should not talk about it and we should not look down upon it, and we are able to answer it when people ask a question. Is it that, or is it the...
Yes, that also. And also to here we are understanding that why Krishna wanted to come as Lord Chaitanya.
Yeah, the reason. Okay, yes.
He wanted, why he came as Lord Chaitanya. He wanted to feel this Parakya feeling that Radharani feels. And yes, the foundation, we are being given so much information or how to see it in the correct manner so that we don't get bewildered, so we can understand it in the proper way, as you just said, in the tattva. We can understand it in the proper manner, because many people don't understand the relationship between gopis and Krishna, and then they start speaking about it. But we don't have to get into it. We are not qualified. We can say, my dear so-and-so, I'm not qualified to speak about it. Prabhupada never spoke about the personal dealings.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But there is just one incident from the Venu Geet, and I was listening. I can't resist sharing it. Can I please share it?
Yes.
That when the Krishna and Balaram holding the ropes were walking in the Vrindavan, and then the gopis are looking at them and they are saying that, oh Krishna, the way that you are holding these ropes and you want to bind the cows, so our senses are like those cows. So our senses are running away here and there, Krishna. Please, please bind our senses with your rope of love, your rope of satisfaction, so that our senses are serving you, Krishna. Please. So it was so beautiful. I mean, I have been listening that 3 or 4 times and I still can't get over it.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, thank you for sharing.
It was such a beautiful explanation by Amrendra Prabhu.
So nice.
Yeah.
So nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Other gopis are so much in love with Krishna. They use so many different analogies to express their love for him.
And they were so sad. They were saying that, oh my God, please give me the life of a Venu. I want to become a Murali in the next life. Oh no, I think I want to become a deer. This deer is so lucky, Krishna. Oh, this river is so lucky. These clouds are so lucky. At least they can see you. They are there with you. I mean, they were comparing and they just wanted to be anything else rather than just being gopis, because they wanted association of Krishna. That's it. Nothing else they wanted. It was so beautiful. Like because we don't know that's why I think now that if we will not read, we will not know the beauty our shastras have. It is so beautiful. Like, it's just one part Venu Geet, and like we hear the Damodar Ashtakam, if we dive deep into it, it is so beautiful.
So
and
true.
I must say that yes, the devotees are really, really, really fortunate that they have that much knowledge, they have that much mercy of Krishna to narrate it to other devotees and touch their heart. Because I've heard so many others speaking, but some doesn't touch your heart. So that is the mercy of Krishna. If some Guru Maharaj or anybody touches your heart, that's the mercy of Krishna. You have got Krishna.
So true.
So it is so beautiful.
So true. Yes. Thank you for sharing this wonderful pastimes and how the gopis are narrating. Yeah, because that's what they want. They're like, why Krishna leaves us in the afternoon? We can't see him. We want to be with him 24 hours. Yes, it's true. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
And thanks to you. Thanks to you. Yeah. Thank you to you for everything.
No.
From the bottom of my heart. Yes. Thank you.
We'll stop here. Thank you for your encouragement. Hare Krishna. Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.